This is All India Radio. We now bring you a special news program on COVID-19. Good evening, I am Valsa Williams and with me is Prashant Kumar Sinha. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to address G20 virtual summit to combat coronavirus pandemic. Centre announces insurance cover of 50 lakh rupees for 3 months for COVID-19 warriors. Government to contribute EPF share for 3 months for employees of small firms. Finance Minister announces slew of measures to benefit women. No concrete evidence of community transmission of coronavirus in the country, says Health and Family Welfare Ministry. Centre fixes maximum retail price of face masks and hand sanitizers to meet growing demand. Distilleries and sugar mills to increase manufacture of hand sanitizers. Department of Science and Technology sets up COVID-19 task force for addressing plethora of issues related to COVID-19. International Monetary Fund and World Bank call upon governments to put a hold on debt payments from the world's poorest nations. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is to address a G20 virtual summit to combat coronavirus pandemic. Leaders from group of 20 nations are attending an extraordinary virtual G20 summit through video conference today. In his opening remarks to the world leaders at the summit, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia called for an effective and coordinated response to combat the COVID-19 pandemic and restore confidence in the global economy. He said they are carrying out their responsibilities as the leaders of the world's largest economies and taking firm measures on various fronts in view of the challenge in the form of COVID-19. Earlier in a tweet, Mr. Modi said he is looking forward to productive discussions at the G20 virtual summit. The government will contribute employees as well as employers' contribution to the Provident Fund for the next 3 months for companies with up to 100 employees with 90% earning not more than 15,000 rupees. The contribution will be a total of 24% of eligible wages. The government also announced a package of 1.7 lakh crore rupees for the poor who need immediate help in the wake of COVID-19, like migrant workers and urban and rural poor. Briefing media in New Delhi this afternoon, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said they have come up with the Prime Minister Garib Kalyan scheme to help the migrants and poor people.
A package which will immediately take care of the welfare concerns of the poor and suffering workers and those who need immediate help. So the package that we come up with will benefit those migrant workers, those urban and rural poor and the women, and this Prime Minister Garib Kalyan scheme that we want to come out with is expected to meet a total of 1,70,000 crores.
Ms. Sitharaman also announced insurance cover of 50 lakh rupees per person for 3 months for COVID-19 warriors who are exposing themselves to the virus. They include doctors, paramedics, healthcare workers, sanitation workers and ASHA workers dealing with the coronavirus outbreak. The Finance Minister elaborated that 5 kilo rice or wheat will be given for the next 3 months for free, in addition to the 5 kilos already being given to 80 crore people. Additionally, 1 kilo of preferred pulses will also be given per family for free under Pradhan Mantri Anna Yojana. Ms. Sitharaman said around 8 crore 70 lakh farmers will get 2,000 rupees in the first week of April in their account under the existing PM Kisan Yojana. This will also cover women in self-help groups, women with Jan Dhan accounts and women under Ujjwala scheme.
The PM Kisan Yojana, Kisan Samman Nidhi, through which they get their annual 6,000 rupees. We will now be giving the first installment of that as a front-loaded matter so that even at the beginning of the year they will get 2,000 rupees. This will benefit immediately 8.69 crore farmers.
The Finance Minister also announced wage increase for Manrega workers, which will benefit 5 crore families.
Announce a wage increase in Manrega. This will benefit 5 crore families, and the wage rate being increased will result in 2,000 rupees per worker. So 182 rupees is being increased to 202, and as a result we expect 2,000 rupees per worker will be the additional income he would get, and this will benefit 5 crore families.
Senior citizens, widows and disabled will be given an ex-gratia of 1,000 rupees in 2 installments over the next 3 months. This will benefit 3 crore per senior citizens, widows and Divyangs.
Industry body FICCI has said that the steps announced by the Finance Minister, Ms. Nirmala Sitharaman, are critical and substantial to help the most vulnerable sections of society through the immediate crisis. FICCI President Dr. Sangeeta Reddy welcomed Prime Minister's Garib Kalyan scheme, saying it will take care of the poor and the vulnerable, women and MSME workers effectively. She said the government has also shown that it is determined to act with urgency and impact, both to keep the citizens safe and also to mitigate their economic hardships. Ms. Reddy said the FICCI is looking forward to the next set of announcements by the Finance Minister aimed at the corporate sector.
Union Minister for Petroleum and Natural Gas Dharmendra Pradhan has called the relief package announced by the Finance Minister as a step forward towards responsive governance in challenging times, which will provide relief to vulnerable sections. He said the relief package of 1,70,000 crore rupees will help the nation deal with disruptions from the COVID-19 outbreak. Mr. Pradhan said that measures such as cash transfer, insurance cover, ensuring food security and the decision to provide free LPG cylinders for 3 months to all the beneficiaries of Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana will give relief to millions of poor and ensure that no one in the country goes hungry. The minister said that this will also mitigate the economic impact of the COVID-19 on the rural and urban poor, farmers, health workers, migrant workers, Divyangs, senior citizens and other vulnerable sections of society.
BJP President JP Nadda has welcomed the financial relief package announced by the centre. He termed this move as an important decision in this time of crisis to help the poor, farmers, women, youth, senior citizens and workers of the organised sector. Mr. Nadda in a tweet today said health insurance worth 50 lakh rupees in the financial package for health workers will benefit nearly 20 lakh people. He said it is the government's resolve that no person should sleep hungry. Senior Congress leader Rahul Gandhi has hailed the financial assistance package announced by the centre. He termed it as a step in the right direction. Mr. Gandhi in a tweet today said the nation owes a debt to its farmers, daily wage earners, labourers, women and the elderly who are bearing the brunt of the ongoing lockdown.
The union government today said that there is no concrete evidence of community transmission of coronavirus in the country. It also said that the number of confirmed cases is increasing, but the rate at which the numbers are increasing are stabilizing now. Briefing media in New Delhi today, Joint Secretary in the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Love Agarwal, said stabilization in the increasing numbers is only an initial trend and the collective effort of people to practice social distancing measures will continue this trend and the country will come out of the problem of COVID-19.
कंट्री फुली गियर्ड अप है। ये चैलेंज बहुत बड़ा है। इस चैलेंज को हमें सबको कलेक्टिवली मिलकर लेना है और इसमें सबका सपोर्ट क्रूशियल है। कोई भी एक नागरिक अगर वो एक गलती करता है तो उसका इफेक्ट उसके आसपास के लोगों को, उसकी फैमिली को, समाज को, सबको मैनेज करना पड़ेगा। तो इसके लिए फिर से मैं अपील करूंगा कि हर एक नागरिक इसमें हमें अपना सहयोग दे ताकि मिलकर हम इस प्रॉब्लम से मुक्ति पा सकें।
Mr. Agarwal said social distancing is the only way that can break the chain of transmission. He said more than 64,000 people are under surveillance and 1 or 2 cases do not prove that it has spread to the community level.
अभी तक हमारे देश में टोटल 649 कंफर्म केसेस पाए गए हैं। उन केसेस के ऊपर एज पर प्रोटोकॉल हम रिक्वायर्ड एक्शन ट्रीटमेंट फॉलोअप कर रहे हैं। इसके साथ ही 13 डेथ्स भी रिपोर्ट हुई हैं। पिछले 24 घंटे में 43 नए कंफर्म केस आए हैं और 4 नई डेथ रिपोर्ट हुई हैं।
The Joint Secretary said the Cabinet Secretary held a meeting today with the Chief Secretaries of States to review the preparedness in terms of arrangements of hospitals to deal with the current situation. The Cabinet Secretary requested the Chief Secretaries to ensure proper supply of essential items. Mr. Agarwal said 17 states have started work to build dedicated COVID hospitals and online training for the doctors has been started with the help of AIIMS Delhi to bring uniformity in the treatment.
स्टेट्स को स्पेसिफिकली हमने कोविड के लिए डेडिकेटेड हॉस्पिटल बनाने के लिए जो रिक्वेस्ट की है, उसके तहत करीब 17 स्टेट में कार्य शुरू भी हो चुका है, जहां पर डेडिकेटेड कोविड हॉस्पिटल बनाए जा रहे हैं। इसके साथ ही सारे पेशेंट्स का प्रॉपर प्रोटोकॉल के हिसाब से ट्रीटमेंट हो और देश में जो हमारे डॉक्टर्स हैं उनको हम ओरिएंट कर पाए कि उसका प्रोटोकॉल क्या है, यूनिफॉर्मिटी ऑफ ट्रीटमेंट हो, उसके लिए एम्स दिल्ली के साथ मिलके अभी हम लोगों ने ऑनलाइन ट्रेनिंग डॉक्टर्स के लिए शुरू की है। वह ट्रेनिंग जो कि महामारी विज्ञान, इन्फेक्शन कंट्रोल प्रैक्टिसेस और केस मैनेजमेंट के ऊपर डॉक्टर्स को ओरिएंटेशन के द्वारा दी जा रही है।
Joint Secretary in Home Ministry Punya Salila Srivastav said the government has asked the states and union territories to ensure proper supply, production and distribution of essential items. She said the Home Ministry is continuously monitoring the situation and states and union territories have notified their helpline for COVID-19. Dr. Ashutosh Vishwas, who is an infectious disease expert in AIIMS, has said that it is challenging for the doctors to deal with the situation arising out of COVID-19, but it is our profession to provide medical services. Talking to AIR News, Mr. Vishwas said doctors, resident doctors, nurses and paramedic staff are working day and night for the management of COVID-19. He said people are advised to stay at their homes and not move out.
At this moment, all the doctor, nurses and the paramedicals, everybody, those who are working in the hospital and the healthcare settings, they are really having a tough situation, tough time to control in the field of management of COVID-19 patients. We are at the workplace and we are working day and night in the hospital, and at this moment everybody is advised not to come out from the home, so you all people should be at home. But we are at the forefront to take care of the patients, and we are for you.
Mr. Vishwas said the mortality rate due to the COVID-19 is low, but the possibility of transmission of the disease is high. He said our focus is to enhance ventilators and critical care facilities.
Although mortality is less, but transmissibility is very high. So in that context, we don't bother in management, but yes, the number of cases will be high, then ventilator management, critical care management. That management we are gearing up, because that if we are thinking of very high number of cases may come up, so we are preparing. The whole country is under preparation and preparedness is going on.
In Jammu and Kashmir, Northern Command Headquarters is taking all necessary steps to safeguard the troops from coronavirus infection. The command is setting up quarantine facilities in different places of Jammu, Kashmir and Leh, not only at army hospitals but at all unit levels as well. Our correspondent has filed this report.
Jammu and Kashmir Union Territory Lieutenant Governor G.C. Murmu has appealed to the general public to adhere to the appeal made by Prime Minister Narendra Modi for ensuring complete lockdown and maintaining social distancing, as it is the key to stop and prevent the spread of COVID-19 from those who are infected. Further, the Union Territory government has appealed people not to panic and not to believe in rumors. R.K. Raina, AIR News, Jammu.
Himachal Pradesh Chief Minister Jairam Thakur today reviewed the situation of essential commodities in the wake of curfew due to COVID-19. He directed the concerned officers to ensure the supply chain of essential commodities in the state so that there should be no dearth of supply in the wake of the corona epidemic. More from our correspondent.
In view of COVID-19, Chief Minister Jairam Thakur stated that social distancing must be ensured while purchasing essential commodities during the period of relaxation of curfew. He urged the general public not to go for panic purchasing, as the state has sufficient essential commodities. Many organizations have also come forward to help needy and poor people by providing them food items. Sanjeev Sundaryal, AIR News, Shimla.
Our Telangana correspondent reports 3 more coronavirus positive cases have been reported, taking the total number of positive cases to 44.
In cities like Hyderabad and Warangal, the authorities are forcing people to wear face masks when they are moving out. In rural areas, the agriculture works are underway as the state government has issued permission to undertake harvesting works. The message regarding spread of coronavirus, lockdown clamped across the state and precautions to be taken to protect from COVID-19 has reached even the interior tribal hamlets in Adilabad and Yetur Nagaram in the state, as some of them have been spotted with wearing innovatively prepared face masks using natural leaves. The tribal women have prepared these environmental friendly and safe to dispose face covers to protect themselves from coronavirus. Lakshmi, AIR News, Hyderabad.
Sikkim Chief Minister P.S. Thamang has appealed to all to donate to the Chief Minister's Relief Fund to fight the COVID-19 pandemic. Our Gangtok correspondent has filed this report.
The East Sikkim District Civil Supplies Office today informed that there is no shortage of food and other essential commodities in the district. District Civil Supplies Officer Dakman Subba said that at current stock levels, the administration will be able to cater to supplies for another 2 months. He said that as of now, there is a stock of 80,000 metric tons of food grains at Food Corporation of India godowns. Mr. Subba said, in view of the current situation due to COVID-19, East District has already completed distribution for March through the public distribution system and is prepared to supply for the next month if needed. The South Sikkim District Administration, in collaboration with Fire and Emergency Services Namchi, today initiated a set of measures including disinfecting Namchi town to prevent the spread of COVID-19. In an order released, the West Sikkim District Administration suspended all weekly markets in the district. All essential goods, pharmaceuticals, LPG, groceries, vegetables, milk and dairy products, meat, medical equipment and home delivery of medicines have been permitted till 15th of April. Saikat Sarkar from Gangtok for AIR.
The West Bengal government has taken all necessary measures to maintain supply of essential commodities in the state. The police conducted anti-hoarding drives in different parts of the state. A report from our correspondent.
The State Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee went on surprise visits at different markets in Kolkata to take stock of the situation. During the visit, she appealed to the buyers and sellers for maintaining social distance. The state administration has directed police authorities to take stern actions against black marketing of food items. The police is maintaining strict vigil on vehicular traffic movements. Police has arrested more than 800 people from different parts of the metropolis for violating the directives of social distancing. Arijit Chakraborty, AIR News, Kolkata.
Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Yogi Adityanath, has hailed the announcement of relief package by the central government and said that it will play an important role in the lives of 80 crore people of the country. The state government has also started community kitchens today and provided packaged food to the needy people. Meanwhile, with the detection of 4 more positive cases of COVID-19, 3 from Gautam Buddha Nagar and 1 from Bagpat, the number of patients of the virus has reached 42 in the state. A report.
The lockdown in all parts of the state is being enforced properly. DGP of the state, Hitesh Chandra Awasthi, told AIR that around 2,000 cases have been filed against those persons who have violated the lockdown. He also appealed people to remain indoors and follow the lockdown properly.
पूरे प्रदेश में लॉकडाउन लागू है और अच्छे से इम्प्लीमेंट कराया जा रहा है। ये लॉकडाउन जो है वो जन स्वास्थ्य को देखते हुए और ये जो कोरोना की समस्या हमारे देश में है इसको काबू किया जा रहा है, इसलिए इसमें हम बिल्कुल भी ढिलाई किसी भी स्तर पर बरतने नहीं दे रहे। तो जो वास्तव में उल्लंघन की श्रेणी में आ रहा है इसमें हम कड़ी कार्रवाई कर रहे हैं। लगभग 2000 केस हमने दर्ज किए हैं और ये कार्रवाई हम आगे भी चलाएंगे। बल्कि हमको हर हालत में लॉकडाउन का उल्लंघन रोकना है।
Meanwhile, administration is providing food and essential items on the doorstep of people in all districts. Around 18,000 vehicles are being used for this purpose. Control rooms have also been established in all districts which will work 24/7. Administration is calling around 60,000 village heads and appealing them to spread the word about precautions and lockdown to the villagers in their areas. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
This is All India Radio bringing you a special program on COVID-19. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to address G20 virtual summit to combat coronavirus pandemic. Centre announces insurance cover of 50 lakh rupees for 3 months for COVID-19 warriors. Government to contribute EPF share for 3 months for employees of small firms. Finance Minister announces slew of measures to benefit women. No concrete evidence of community transmission of coronavirus in the country, says Health and Family Welfare Ministry. The centre fixes maximum retail price of face masks and hand sanitizers to meet the growing demand. Distilleries and sugar mills to increase manufacture of hand sanitizers. Department of Science and Technology sets up COVID-19 task force for addressing plethora of issues related to COVID-19. International Monetary Fund and World Bank call upon governments to put a hold on debt payments from the world's poorest nations. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts.
The International Monetary Fund and World Bank have called for governments to put a hold on debt payments from the world's poorest nations so they can battle the COVID-19 pandemic. In a joint statement, the two institutions said the step is needed to provide a global sense of relief for developing countries and a strong signal to financial markets. In addition, the institutions called for an analysis of the financing needs of these countries and whether their total debt load is sustainable. The centre has capped the maximum retail price of 3-ply face masks made of melt-blown non-woven fabric at 16 rupees per piece till the 30th of June. Talking to AIR News, Consumer Affairs Secretary Pawan Agarwal said the rate of 16 rupees per mask has been fixed after holding consultations with the mask manufacturers. He said the decision will ensure adequate availability of masks.
The Union Government has asked distilleries and sugar mills to maximize manufacture of hand sanitizers. Consumer Affairs Ministry said 100 distilleries and more than 500 manufacturers have been permitted to produce hand sanitizers. Most of them have commenced production and others are likely to commence production in a week. In order to ensure that hand sanitizers are made available to general public and hospitals at a reasonable price, the government has also fixed the maximum retail price of sanitizers. The retail prices of hand sanitizers shall not be more than 100 rupees per bottle of 200 milliliters.
The Department of Science and Technology, DST, has set up a COVID-19 task force for mapping of technologies from research and development labs, academic institutions, startups and micro, small and medium enterprises. It also aims at funding nearly market-ready solutions in the area of diagnostics, testing, healthcare delivery solutions and equipment supplies. Some of these solutions include masks, sanitizers, affordable kits for screening, ventilators and oxygenators. DST is also coordinating an effort to upscale appropriate technologies and manufacturing available in India for addressing a plethora of issues related to COVID-19.
The All India Institute of Medical Sciences, AIIMS Delhi, has set up a task force to develop a management protocol for COVID-19. It has also constituted several committees to respond to challenges of a rising number of infections which may emerge in the coming days. The committees have been constituted for coordination of various activities related to the management of patients. The AIIMS also said that all healthcare personnel will be trained to handle and use personal protection equipment.
Union Minister Prakash Javadekar held an audio conference this morning with officials of the three ministries under him and told them to stay positive and engaged during the 21-day lockdown period. Mr. Javadekar holds the portfolios of Information and Broadcasting Ministry, Environment Ministry and Heavy Industries Public Enterprises Ministry. The Information and Broadcasting Minister interacted with 400 officers through audio bridge. In a tweet, Mr. Javadekar said he told the officers to stay positive, stay home, stay engaged and stay happy. He expressed confidence that in 20 days, meaningful work will be accomplished in all three ministries.
The government is looking for volunteer doctors to fight against the COVID-19 outbreak. In a statement posted on Niti Aayog's website, the centre has appealed to retired government, armed forces medical services, public sector undertaking or private doctors to come forward and to join the efforts to fight the deadly virus. Those who wish to contribute to this and to be a part of this noble mission to serve the country may register themselves on a link provided on the official website of the Niti Aayog.
The Indian Institute of Technology Gandhinagar IIT-GN has launched Project ISAC to engage its students in creative projects to enhance their critical skills while they are confined to their homes because of coronavirus. The official release said the project is inspired by Sir Isaac Newton, who was similarly sent home by Trinity College, Cambridge, because of the Great Plague of London in 1665. During this year, Newton, then a 22-year-old college student, developed some of his most profound discoveries, including early calculus, as well as his theories of optics and gravity. More from our correspondent.
Under Project ISAC, IIT Gandhinagar has introduced several exciting and won contests with daily prizes and rewards for its students. Director IIT Gandhinagar, Professor Sudhir Jain, said Project ISAC is a model for academic institutions worldwide to explore ways to engage students in the midst of pandemic. He said, in 12 days code competition, students work for 24 hours on new coding problems released daily. In Leadership Video Challenge, students watch hand-picked TED Talks videos on leadership and write about it. The other one is Don't Quarantine Your Cornea, in which students write reviews on TV shows, web series, episodes, movies, documentaries of their choice. Mr. Jain added, the project showcase will culminate in a massive talent contest once students return to campus. Nearly 40% of IIT Gandhinagar students are already taking part in various activities which are completely voluntary. Aparna Khun, AR News, Ahmedabad.
Grocery and essential supply stores in Delhi will be allowed to operate 24/7 in Delhi as a special measure. Delhi Lieutenant Governor Anil Baijal said this will help in staggering customer visits and to help in maintaining social distancing norms. In a joint press briefing in New Delhi today, Mr. Baijal said all the sub-divisional magistrate and ACPs have been instructed to ensure sufficient stock and supply of essential items in their respective areas. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal said in Delhi, 36 confirmed cases have been reported so far. He said the government is taking every step to ensure the supply of essential items in Delhi. He said anyone can apply for the e-pass required to provide the essential items by calling helpline number 1031. Referring to the decision to allow online delivery agencies, he said, delivery persons can show their official ID card and that will be considered sufficient by the law enforcing agencies. Earlier, the Delhi police had issued an order to allow online delivery services and other retailers to supply the essential items in Delhi.
Ministry of Food Processing Industries has established a grievance redressal cell to ensure that problems faced by food processors amid the nationwide lockdown are resolved at the earliest. Food Processing Industries Minister Harsimrat Kaur Badal today said industry members facing any problem in operations and distribution of food products can send their queries to covidgrievance-mofbi@gov.in. She said the government is committed to ensure the continuity of agro-food business. A business immunity website, www.investindia.gov.in/BIP, has been designed to help business and investors to ensure hassle-free operations. Shahi Imam of the Jama Masjid in Delhi, Syed Ahmad Bukhari, has appealed to the Muslims to offer all the prayers, including Friday prayer, from their homes. He asked them not to come out of their houses and follow the complete lockdown ordered by the government. He appealed to the people to take precautions and abide by the instructions issued by the government in the wake of COVID-19.
आज तमाम इंसानियत और हमारा मुल्क कोरोना वायरस की मौलिक बीमारी से मुतासिर है। ये एक ऐसी नाजुक सूरत हाल है जिसकी तारीख में कोई मिसाल नहीं मिलती। ये वक्त सिर्फ और सिर्फ एहतियात और प्रिकॉशंस का है। कोशिश होनी चाहिए, बल्कि सख्ती के साथ इस पर अमल होना चाहिए कि लोग अपने घरों से बाहर न निकले और हुकूमत की जानिब से जो भी स्टेप्स उठाए जा रहे हैं उस पर सख्ती के साथ अमल करने का है। लोगों को घरों पर ही नमाज पढ़ने की हिदायत दी गई है और लोग इस पर अमल भी कर रहे हैं। कल जुमा है, तमाम उलमा की यही राय है कि लोग घरों में नमाज ज़ुहर अदा करें।
At the stock markets rising for the third straight day, key indices posted over 4% gains each today and the rupee jumped against the dollar. A report.
Sensex at the Bombay Stock Exchange zoomed 1,411 points or 4.9% to end at 29,947. Nifty shot up 324 points or 4% to close at 8,641. At the foreign exchange market, the rupee advanced 78 paise to 75 rupees and 16 paise against the US dollar. Bullion market was closed for a holiday today and Brent crude oil futures slipped 44 cents a trade at $26.95 a barrel. Arjun Chaudhary for AIR News.
The United States Senate has passed a $2.2 trillion economic rescue package steering aid to businesses, workers and healthcare systems engulfed by the coronavirus pandemic. The unanimous vote came late yesterday. The 880-page measure is the largest economic relief bill in U.S. history. When asked how long the aid would keep the economy afloat, Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin said they have anticipated 3 months and hopefully it would not be needed even for 3 months.
And now, before we end, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to address G20 virtual summit to combat coronavirus pandemic. Centre announces insurance cover of 50 lakh rupees for 3 months for COVID-19 warriors. Government to contribute EPF share for 3 months for employees of small firms. Finance Minister announces slew of measures to benefit women. No concrete evidence of community transmission of coronavirus in the country, says Health and Family Welfare Ministry. Centre fixes maximum retail price of face masks and hand sanitizers to meet growing demand. Distilleries and sugar mills to increase manufacture of hand sanitizers. Department of Science and Technology sets up COVID-19 task force for addressing plethora of issues related to COVID-19. International Monetary Fund and World Bank call upon governments to put a hold on debt payments from the world's poorest nations. And with that, we end the special news program on COVID-19.